Hello, it is Saturday, the day of Eurovision. I freaking love Eurovision. Yay. So we're having a mini Eurovision party tonight. No drinks, because I shouldn't really drink, can't really drink. I only just finished a course of antibiotics. I could go down and watch it like in the pub, but no. So friend's gonna come round and we're gonna have nice food and scorecards and things. I love Eurovision. Anyways, the reason for today's video is I thought I would just do a quick kind of blur on my tummy tuck, not on it, about it. So I thought I would just like tell you a few things and show you a couple of videos and bits and stuff. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, I decided to do this, like this tummy tuck, and save up for it and everything, probably about 2 years ago now, maybe even more actually, like probably at the start of lockdown, because that's when I started having like little consultations about it, and that's also when I quit smoking as well, because the surgeon who did this was I don't do surgery on anyone who smokes. And so I stopped smoking like instantly. So that's good. Because smoking is like bad for your healing process and everything, and just bad for you in general, isn't it? And sometimes you just need someone to go like, you're not going to get the things you want unless you give up something, and that seems fair enough, really. Yep. Although I do miss it sometimes, but no, it's fine, obviously. So yeah, I started having consultations back then, was saving up. I'd already saved like a little bit of money, but I wanted to have like a target of what to aim for, cost-wise and stuff, because I knew that it wasn't just going to be a simple tummy tuck, like, what do they call them? Like the mummy makeovers, because I'm not a mummy for a start. And also my problems are slightly different, So I knew it wasn't going to be a simple one, because mine is post quite a bit of weight loss from that region kind of one. So yeah, I saw this surgeon and I saw another one as well, because you should always shop around. And the first surgeon, like, very cool and everything, good price and stuff, cheaper than what I actually ended up going for. But the problem is it was had to be done in London, and I'm like, I don't particularly like the idea of having to stay over in hotels and travel and stuff like that after having surgery, because that sucks. So anyways, and then I saw the other surgeon who's based in Cardiff and actually does surgery in Cardiff, and I was like, well, that would make more sense. And there are 2 consultations that I've had with, is it 2 or 3 actually? Might have been 3 by now, that I had with him. It just seemed really positive. This is Dr. Kuru, by the way, if anybody wants to like Google him and stuff. Just seemed like really positive and just like, yeah, this is what I do. This is good. Like, I can do this. Like, we lift this, we do this, we set this in, we put this there, we move this there. Job's a good one. And I'm like, okay, cracking. However, there was obviously no point going ahead with a tummy tuck until I had my fibroids removed, because so as a lot of you may know, that I had that done privately last year. That cost £6,000, so that was £6,000 on an operation that I by rights should really have had done on the NHS, but unfortunately the consultant that I saw there was like, well, it's not life-threatening, so you can just live with it. And I kind of felt really awful and ashamed, and was like, oh, okay, so I've just got to live with this, which made me really depressed. And so then that's why I was like, no, I'll get it done privately then. And what with COVID and everything, the waiting list for NHS as well were just going to go up and up, and I was looking at a 2-year waiting list on the NHS rather than the what could have been or should have been only like 6 weeks, like going privately. Anyways, yes, like I said, I spent £6,000 on that surgery, which is something that I didn't particularly want to do. It was horrible. It was the most pain I've ever been in. And I would not wish to repeat the process, but I am so glad I did it, because the effects afterwards now on my life are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like, I'm not in pain from things, and I'm not dreading certain times of the month. And also I can't get pregnant. Hooray, that's amazing. So yeah, so fantastic. So I am glad I had it done, but £6 on something that, you know, I didn't even want in the first place, you know, kind of sucks. So anyway, I had that done, and in the process of healing, giving up smoking, living through COVID, it took a while for me to get round, or being prepared even, both physically and mentally prepared, to kind of go through the process again. But I think it was about October, November last year, I was like, right, no, come on, let's get something booked. I put on a bit of weight as well, so it'll give me like a target to, like, you know, like this is the, you know, I've got to get back down to what I was pre-COVID, for when I was first having the appointments. And so we can kind of glaze over the whole hysterectomy COVID type thing, forget that happened, and just reset back to that prior time of when I was just going to have it done anyway. And it gave me a couple more months to save up for it, because it's not cheap. Yep. So I did that, I went back, and he was like, well, you have put on a little bit of weight, but, you know, this is still completely possible. He explained to me that this will be a big surgery. So if you can imagine, it's called a FLEUR. So FLEUR goes like that, doesn't it? So I am cut from there down, and then from hip to hip, and they take out the flubberdubs of unwanted skin and fat, and then mesh them together and give you a new, not exactly flat tummy, because I'm not going to get a flat tummy, I am not a fit person, but it gives me a more comfortable physique that I can live in, and takes away some of the horrible hang-ups that I had about my body, that I was always terribly self-conscious of, and that I've had from like being a teenager, that I've always wanted to get rid of, and I knew that this was the only way to get rid of it. Even at, like, when I shrunk down to my smallest, even when I was like size 8 to 10, and I was like 9 stone something, I still had an overhanging belly, and still thought that I looked absolutely awful. And so what was the point of losing weight and staying skinny and stuff, because I still look absolutely disgusting. And so slowly the weight crept back on, and then off a little bit, and then on a bit more, and then off a little bit, and then off a lot. So that is where I am, or where I was a few weeks ago. And I will show you now a video that was taken, I think it was either the day before or the morning of the surgery. I am wearing the same t-shirt in this video, as you will be able to see. I've got it next to me on my laptop. I will not put in my oreille. That's an inside joke just for Susan. But yeah, so I will kind of talk you through this video that I'm going to put in now. So shining top comes off. So you will see there that I have lots of overhanging weight. I am what is called an apple shape. I'm not a traditional British pear-shaped woman. I'm an apple shape, where a lot of the weight just goes onto my belly. I tend to have skinnier legs, which I do, and skinnier arms, but the weight, as you can see, was just there on my belly and hanging over. But I do have a cute ass. Yeah. And that is what I wanted to get rid of. So no amount of weight loss is ever going to get rid of that overhang. And liposuction would tone and stuff, but again, does not get rid of that overhanging belly that I absolutely hate that I have lived with for nigh on probably 30 years. So I'm going to put the camera in a different position now, and I'm going to show you what I am currently, I'm going to show you what I'm wearing, and then I will show you the kind of update of like the taping up type situation, I guess, because I had my dressings changed yesterday, but I have to go again next Friday to have stitches removed, which makes me want to vomit. Yes. Anyways, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this is a compression garment that, as you can see, is sucking me in. I am still swollen around, especially around there, and I will probably remain swollen for like 4+ weeks, most likely. I have had, so cut down there and from there to there, and then what is also called a Mons lift as well, which is basically your pubic region brought up to join the tummy, if you see what I mean. So also that kind of area there sort of changed shape, and it's a little bit like, oh, hello. But now I'm going to carefully take this off and I will show you the cuts underneath. So if you are squeamish, then please do. Yep, okay. I'll be back in a second. I may or may not keep that bit in. If I didn't, you're not going to know what I'm on about. So anyways, right. So this is me now. I will just lower this carefully. So I'm wearing, this is like flesh colour, my flesh colour tape. As you can see, I am still quite swollen. I can feel the swelling. I am like tough, you know, very tough and taut, and you can see bits of swelling there as well. So that should go down, and this should stop being so hard. It's really hard. That, and then this, if I show you my profile, so this scar will start there, go around there, and end about there-ish, I think. And then the scar there goes all the way up there and just to my chest bone there. And I think my belly button is now there. I think. I can't feel much like underneath there. It just feels a bit itchy, which is a good sign because that means it is healing. If I do this, you see the big difference in like what was hanging down and stuff. Again, I don't feel so flobbity bobbity. This is all still really hard and swollen, especially around there. But to say I'm pleased with it is a bit of an understatement. I'll be back in a sec. Dressed again. Just sort of. Comfy clothes, but uncomfortable. Corset type wear, but essential, and it means that I can cough without my insides feeling like they're going to fall out, which is good. Yay. And I've got to stay like this for a while. Anyways, like I said, I am chuffed with the results, really am, and especially knowing that I'm already happy with them, and this is before like all of the swelling has gone away. I am amazed that I don't have a lot of bruising. This is the only, now that was the second time I've actually seen myself since the operation. Like I was too kind of scared to look yesterday when they were changing the bandages, and the first time I saw it was when I actually just like came around after the operation and looked down and went, oh my god, and there's like all drainage tubes coming out and it looks absolutely minging. So yeah, that's only the second time I've properly had a look at myself, but I'm chuffed. I really am. Yeah, so more swelling to go down and stitches to come out and stuff. I'm sure a few of you are wondering how much it actually cost. It cost just under £12,000. Yes, £12,000. That's a deposit on a house. That's a new car. That's, you know, freaking ridiculous. That's like my rent for the next year, you know, blown on this. But it's quite possibly the best thing I have ever spent money on, because I know that this is going to change the way that I feel about myself. It already has. And that to me is worth every freaking penny. So there. And also, why can't I spend 12 grand on myself? I'm allowed. It's my money. Meh. You're allowed to spend 12 grand on yourself too. More if you want to. It's fine. But yeah, I'm so happy. Like, so chuffed. I already feel like just a bit more confident. I mean, I am confident enough to be able to show you myself standing like in front of you in bra and pants. And I would never be able to do that before, unless it was sexy times, obviously. And even then, I'd a push, mate. But yeah. So there you go. If you do have any more questions, or if you'd like another follow-up video, I will do one with like all of the videos I took, because I took one before I started to lose weight, like last year, and then I took like just a little video every 6 weeks to kind of show progress of how the size of my belly's changed. Nothing else, just the size of my belly. And yeah, so I will show you that maybe at some point, even though it is quite shameful, but I don't look like that now, so it's okay. That's someone else. Yay. Yeah, so do if you want to ask questions, feel free to. But there we go. Yay. Anyways, enjoy Eurovision tonight. I hope you did enjoy Eurovision. Solidarity Reg, and shall see you again soon. Bye bye now. Bye bye.